This video is meant to help walk you through Google Classroom and exactly how to do some of the assignments that you are required to do for both math class and reading. So I'm going to start by just getting into Google Classroom. So first you would sign into your CPS email account. And then over in the right hand corner you see all these little dots. Well, those are your Google Apps. You can click on there, click on the classroom symbol, and it pops up Google Classroom. So what you'll see right away is it'll tell you what things are due very soon, but you don't just want to look at those things. See how I hovered down right here? It's like a little picture of a person in a frame. It says open your work for homeroom 301. I'm going to click on there. I am logged in as a student and I hope she doesn't mind. So when you click on that, all of your assignments pop up, okay? And it starts with the ones that were assigned to you most recently. So let's pretend that I am ready to do Wednesday's reading lesson and assignment. So a lot of times your reading assignments will look a very certain type of way. So I'm going to click on there, view details, and what you'll see right away are some instructions for me. You'll see a little YouTube video attached, and then a section that says your work. So let's first start with the instructions for this one. I always want to read the instructions first. It says 1, watch my read aloud video for chapters 2 through 4 of the book Loser as many times as you need to. Whenever Miss Martinez and I attach videos, it pops up right underneath here. And so here's the YouTube link. I would just click on it and I can watch it as many times as I want or need to. Step 2, it says you must do the short Google Slide worksheet that is attached. Open it. Type in your answers where you see the purple letters. This is required and graded. And then it gives me a couple of other tips of what to do when I'm done. 30 minutes on Raz Kids. Make sure you go to the assignments section. And then it also reminds me to visit vocabulary for 10 or 15 minutes. So let's say I watch the video at least once and I'm ready to do the worksheet. So do you see over here where it says your work? Right over here. If you see something that has your name on it, you're just going to click on that. You are not going to click on add or create unless it tells you to do that in the directions. So if your teacher spent time creating a worksheet for you, just click on that worksheet. Otherwise, you're doing way too much work for yourself. So I'm going to pretend I'm Emily and I'm ready to do this worksheet. I'm just going to click on it. It's going to pop up in a new tab. So for reading class, a lot of times we do graphic organizers, things like that. This looks very similar to something we've done in class before, okay? So just in case you weren't paying attention during the video about the directions for this assignment or you missed it in the instructions, I've included it on the bottom. So it says first listen to the read aloud for chapters 2 through 4. Check, we're pretending we did that. Then where it says edit text in purple, add your evidence of 2 things Zinkoff said, thought, or did that prove he is the character trait different, which means unique and not like other kids. So let's say I'm ready. I have a couple of pieces of evidence in my brain that I thought about during the read aloud. Now, if I try to click on certain parts of this worksheet, it doesn't work. There's a reason for that. Miss Wooten does not want you to mess up her worksheet. But if you notice when you get close to those purple letters, things start changing. The cursor goes from an arrow to like a cross. And if I actually click on that purple text, you'll see a box pop up and a little blinking cursor. Now, if it doesn't work the first time, just click on it twice. So I'm going to click outside of that again, show you how I did it. Click on it a couple times. All right, now I'm ready to actually type in my answer, something that Zinkoff said, thought, or did to prove that he is different and unique. Now, I'm not in the business of giving away answers right now, so I'm just going to type in my answer right here. That, of course, is not the answer. I'm going to change Emily's back to edit text. Okay, so let's say I typed in my answer that first box. Let's say I picked an action for Zinkoff. When I'm ready, then I can do the same thing to the second box. Now, what's nice about Google Classroom and all Google documents is it saves it automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. It just saves it as you're working. Let's say I typed in both my answers and I feel like I'm done, it's looking good. I'm just going to go up here, exit out of it, and then click Turn In. It is so important that you hit that Turn In button. If you don't turn in your assignment. It's almost like forgetting to turn in your homework to the homework bin, right? So we can see that you're working on things, but we don't know that you're actually finished with the assignment until you click Turn In. So let's say Emily did one of the answers. I can actually go into her document and see that she's plugged in one of the answers, but I know not to grade it or look at it and give her feedback until she's clicked on Turn In. That kind of email, that emails myself right away and says, hey, Miss Wooten, Emily did her assignment. It's turned in and ready to be graded. You can also add comments here if you need to. So let's say you did your homework assignment, but you have a burning question, or you have a comment like, Chapter 4 was really, really funny. I cannot believe Zinkoff was walking around with a giraffe hat the whole chapter. I could type that in if I wanted to, or I can just leave it blank. Now let's show you another kind of assignment that you will get for both reading and math class, which is called a Google Forms quiz. So let's actually go to a recent math assignment. So here is your math assignment that was assigned to you on Wednesday. Again, Ms. Martinez included the instructions over here. You definitely want to read those first. It lets you know what to do when you're done. Here's her videos that she attached. And then for this assignment, you also see this thing called Google Form. In her step number 2, it says answer the Google Form document. Now, I have also used Google Forms in some of my reading assignments already, and a lot of you did that for a recent vocabulary quiz. So I'm going to pretend I'm ready to take this Google Form quiz. Click on it. Now, I'm not going to answer this for Emily, but let's say she has answered all the questions. You want to make sure you hit submit when you are done. And when you are all done and you hit submit, oftentimes this nice purple button will pop up that says view your score. And you can actually see in real time how you did on that quiz. Now, some of you have been trying to take quizzes more than once. There's nothing we can do to actually stop you from doing that. However, we do want you to know it is a waste of your time because both Miss Martinez and I, it shows you the score that you got the first time you took the quiz, and that is the only score that we're going to enter. So the first time you take it, that is the grade you get, okay? That's especially important for reading class because what I often do is when you're done taking the quiz and you look at your score, I actually give you feedback automatically on what the right answer was. So I'm recording the score you got the first time, okay? You're not allowed to take it again and improve your score. So let's say Emily took her quiz, she hit submit. Now, do you see how I exited out of there? See over here how it says mark is done? Super important you also click that. Mark is done. That lets yourself know that you finished that assignment, so it'll kind of disappear from your Google Classroom. It also lets myself and Miss Martinez know that you are completely done watching all the videos and things like that. Now, what some of you have been doing is you've been going over here and adding or creating stuff. Again, only do that if in the directions it says click add or create and create us a Google document or something like that. But that is not in the instructions here. So all I would do for this assignment is watch the videos, do the Google form, click submit. When I'm all done, mark as done. So, like we said, this is going to take a little bit of practice, okay? So just be patient with yourself and with us. You will get the hang of it. And it's really important that, you do get the hang of this. We want you to do well and be successful. Remember, this is how you are being graded now. So I'm hoping that by early next week, we'll really get in the swing of things and this will become easier and easier for us, okay? Stay safe and we will talk to you soon. Have a fabulous day.